You drink a bottle of mineral, just take 2 or 3 sips and you leave something. Finish it. Finish it. Every waster has no maintenance culture. One of the signs of waste, people who waste, they have no maintenance culture. They don't know how to maintain anything. They handle something for 1 week, 1 month, is destroyed. You see, he said, gather the fragments. Gather. And they gathered what was left, and they had 12 baskets. You won't know how much you are losing daily as a waster. If only you stop wasting, you can gather a lot. A wealthy woman in America, one of the wealthiest white women, was eating in a restaurant. When she was done eating, she called the waiter. He said, pack this leftover together. At least my dog has something to eat today. Wealthy. She's so rich. She could have said, no. If I do that, my image will be affected. No, that's how she got there in the first place. Avoid waste. You want to walk in divine prosperity? Avoid waste.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I have no shadow of doubt that this video is going to be a blessing to your life and your ministry. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, click the bell notification, and give me a thumbs up if you really like this video. Watch the full video next to this one.
In Luke chapter 15 verse 13, the biggest problem with the prodigal son was not that he asked his father for what belonged to him. The biggest problem of the prodigal son was that he wasted his wealth. Placing a demand on what was his was no problem, but he wasted it by riotous living. Riotous living. Riotous living. Give me the Message translation. Riotous living. Riotous, undisciplined, dissipated living. Every waster has no maintenance culture. One of the signs of waste, people who waste, they have no maintenance culture. They don't know how to maintain anything. They handle something for 1 week, 1 month, is destroyed. That's a spirit of waste. That's a spirit of waste. No matter the provision of God on your life, don't live in waste. Jesus fed 5,000 men with loaves and fishes, and yet in John chapter 6 verse 12 he said, gather the fragments, let nothing be lost. Another translation says, let nothing be wasted. Meaning, you see, he said, gather the fragments. Gather. And they gathered what was left, and they had 12 baskets. You won't know how much you are losing daily as a waster. If only you stop wasting, you can gather a lot. A wealthy woman in America, one of the wealthiest white women, was eating in a restaurant. When she was done eating, she called the waiter. He said, pack this leftover together. At least my dog has something to eat today. Wealthy. She's so rich. She could have said, no. If I do that, my image will be affected. No, that's how she got there in the first place. By fighting waste. This is the generation where a youth will walk into a restaurant with 2 pieces of chicken, you eat one and leave the other one there because you are live for who? What are you living there for? Because you are trying to act like a person of class. You drink a bottle of mineral, just take 2 or 3 sips and you leave something. Finish it. Finish it. Avoid waste. Imagine Judas that was a terrible man, was still against waste. Judas said, why are we wasting this perfume, this alabaster box of ointment? No maintenance culture. Your phone is bad, won't you fix it? No, I want a new one. No maintenance culture. Your shoe is bad, won't you fix it? No, I want a new one. That's how you know a waster. They don't maintain something. When it's bad, they dump it, they pick another one. And you cannot go far in prosperity if you are a waster. One of the problems with wasters is that they build castle in the air. Somebody walks to you and favors you with some money today. You blow everything, believing you will go back to that same person tomorrow, not knowing that his mood may change. You build castles in the air because the funds came. You believe it's going to keep coming. I tell people, when you get funds, don't spend it, send it. Money comes to you and begin to think, how will I be creative? The Spirit of God inside of us has given us creative capacity. When funds come, you create. You create. How can I do that a lot. I tell people I don't just pray, I don't just fast, I think. I sit down. How do I do this? How do I work something out so they can guarantee returns? How do I do this? How do I do this? To guarantee returns. How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? There was a time many years ago, even before I got married, I bought a car and I gave somebody on hire purchase. We signed the agreement. I sat down. How do I do this? Before I got married, I could buy ladies' bike, 5 or 6. I'll do hire purchase. I'll have some that will go and work and bring funds for me. I've been thinking how. I began to graduate from that into different levels. How? There was a time I saw a land somewhere in Lagos. My wife was shocked. I saw a land somewhere in Lagos on the expressway. I said, how much? They told me. And I bought it very cheap. I left it. I bought that land then. About 5 of them. 300,000 each, 1.5. I left it. After a while, somebody called me and said, they want to buy your land. I said, I'm not selling. He said, they want to buy. I said, I'm not selling. He said, 1 plot, 9 million. I said, I'm selling. I'm selling. 1.5 for the 5 land. I made 45 million. Creative ability. But you know what somebody will do that with that 1.5? They'll go and buy designer suits. A time is coming. The Bible says build your business. It said build your business before you build your house. Many of you are not creative. How can you have no money in your bank account? You can carry 150,000 and buy hair, and you have nothing in your bank account. There are businesses you can invest 150,000. No, you are carrying a phone. How much is that? It's crazy. Someone walked up to me and said, Papa, give me capital for business. She was wearing a gold this thing, wearing one on her leg. So I asked her how much. She told me how much. She totaled everything, 400,000. I said, Madam, you are wearing your capital. If you really want to do business, sell these things. You are not ready. I won't take you serious. Go and sell these things. Waste. You want to live big at the expense of your future. Why are you living in a flat? No, why are you living in 2-bedroom apartment and you're a single person? See, I want my space. Broke people don't need space. People who are broke don't need space. You don't need any space. In all labor there is profit. The labor of the foolish, weary at every one of them, because he not know how to go to the city. Stop that kind of life. Am I communicating here? I sit back, and that's why I can never depend on church. My wife and I sit back, and God gave me a wife who is also very creative. That's true. Sometimes I want to surprise my wife, I end up surprising myself. I saw a phone that was very nice and expensive. It's the latest. I bought for myself, bought for my wife. Till today, that phone is in the shelf. Till today. I said, you use this phone now? The mistake I made was I told her how much. He said, how much? I told her, I said, She dropped it. I'm very sure if she sees somebody who wants to buy that phone now, she will call me, my husband. Somebody wants to, can I sell it? Why? She's thinking of that money can do something. If not, now, if she had a wasting spirit, by now, I'll be grounded. I'll be grounded. Because she'll tell me, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. I'll be grounded. But there are some funds I've given to her, she will multiply them. Sometimes I need money, she will come back and give me. But as a young lady, you must start learning it now. You get money now, straight, you are going to a boutique. You are a waster. You get money now, you have several shades, white, gold weave on, black weave on, brown and yellow weave on. You have a portion in your room. All they have there is human hair, human hair, human hair, human hair, human hair, man hair. And you put them and they are standing on the fig, standing on the manicure. Just imagine at night. Avoid waste, please. Avoid waste. Begin to maintain that which you have. Maintain it. Don't rush to buy things because that's the latest. You want people to see you as a big person. Public image. Nobody gives you an award for using the latest quality of thing. Nobody gives you an award because you got the latest phone. Nobody gives you an award because you got the latest whatever. Nobody gives you an award. In fact, you think they actually respect you. They don't respect you. They suspect you when they see that with you. Amen. I said amen. You get to a level. One time our ministry was already on. We were like 7 or 4, 5 years, I can't remember, and God was doing a lot of things. And somebody came to me and said, why are you not on television? You can afford it. As it's not about starting, it's about continuity. I have sat down, I've looked at it. Can I continue? Because the Bible says everyone that builds a tower must first sit down to count the cost, lest happily after he starts is not able to continue, and the passers-by begin to say, behold the building which the man began, he couldn't complete it. I said, so it's not about starting, it's about continuity. I've looked at it. Can I sustain this? I didn't start. When I saw I could sustain, we started. We continued. Some say, oh, have your own channel, have your own channel. I said, no, oh, we have started, have your own channel. I said, it's not about having a channel, it's about sustaining it. When I discovered we could sustain our channel, we started. So you must all know how to plan yourself. Any money that comes to your hand today, plan it. If you have taken your seed off, your tithe off, sit down. Lord, give me wisdom. How do I multiply this? Because you are not going to be blessed several times. Joseph interpreted the dream for Pharaoh. He said, you saw 7 years of plenty and 7 years of scarcity. You saw seven huge well-fatted cows, and you saw 7 skinny cows, and the skinny cows were swallowing the fatted cows. He said that means the fatted cows are 7 years of plenty, the skinny cows are 7 years of scarcity. He said the tiny cows you saw swallowing the fat cows mean the 7 years of scarcity will swallow the 7 years of abundance. Abundance will come, after that scarcity will come. The people will feel the pain of the scarcity than the abundance. That is life. There is plenty, there is scarcity. What do? He said, get out men. Let them open stores and begin to save in the days of abundance, so that when the years of abundance are over and the scarcity comes, they have enough that they have reserved. Listen, God is not going to bless you all the time. God will bless you for the season. What you do with that season is what determines how the blessings will continue. It's not going to come in all the time. There are certain people God will not plant you around for life. He will plant you around them for a season and begins to bless you. What you are able to do at that period of favor is what determines what you build on for the rest of your life. When you are wasting it, you have no investment mentality, no savings. At the end of the day, you cannot blame God, because you once had a time of glory that you could not manage. Am I communicating here? I was privileged by the Spirit of God, by the help of God, to be talking to the richest man in Africa, who is from the north. We were talking one time, and I was looking at his phone. I was angry. I was looking at his phone. Then it was a BlackBerry Bold 5, and that period iPhone was already out. He was still using BlackBerry Bold 5. So I spoke to him. I said, Oga, this phone is old. He said, I know. I said, change it. He said, why? I can press it to receive, I can press it to off. That's what matters to me. He said, this money you are saying I should buy phone, if I put it in the sugar department or the cement, it will generate more. You see how great men think? That's how they think. But a poor man wants the latest phone. There are some of you looking at me now. You are still students. You have a phone. quite all right. It's working. Nothing is wrong with it. But you are desiring another one. What happens to the one you have now? If the other one comes, I give it to my younger sister. She has a phone. It's a waste mentality. And we have to kill it in the church. And that's the problem we have. Somebody who has nothing doing is selecting apartment. You are selecting the kind of apartment you want to stay. You say, no, I don't have money, but no. I can't stay in all those general. I can't stay. No, I want those GROA. You are broke, stay anywhere. Your child's school fees is how much? Someone said to me, he said, I should give him money. He wants to. The wife is pregnant. They want to go and give birth in America. Of course, I've seen all kinds of things. A young lady walked to me. She's 26 or something like that. I said she got a master's admission in London. What was her school fees? She put all together, a ticket, the whole fund she will need to graduate from school, everything she will need was about 26 million. She came to me. He said, sir, even if it's half of it, even if it's a quarter. I said, even if it's half of what? I said, you think me, I will open my eyes and give you that kind? Because you are a stupid person. It's a waste of investment. Unilag does masters. Uniben does masters. What are you doing in London? Now the problem is when she finished that masters in London, she will come back to Nigeria to look for work. As you think I'm stupid? As a such things, you pursue such things when you are believing or desiring a scholarship. Am I communicating? A scholarship. God can provide, obviously, but God expects us to live in wisdom. You can't get something like that and start embarrassing everybody. You're about to get married, you have no money, yet you picked a wife and you're harassing everybody. My wedding is coming. My wedding is coming. You didn't do something. I gave you a card. You didn't do something. My wedding is coming. Did they force you? Now, if they support you, I've seen all kinds of embarrassment. Papa, I told you about my wedding. I told you about my wedding. I don't understand. You don't start what you can't finish. When I was getting married, my wife didn't pay, my father rather didn't pay my wife's dowry. I paid. The clothes my father wore, my mother wore, my in-laws wore, I bought them. I bought them. My wife, I changed their whole house. I was still single. Equipped it because of people that will be coming. I planned myself. I prepared. I was not dependent on nobody. I was gathering. I was saving. We fixed the date, if you remember. Well, there was no money. I postponed it. I had printed card. They said, but the car don't come out now. I said, I don't understand. Are you the one buying the car? I said, I know they married that date again. I know they married that date again. But car don't go out. Now you they marry. Now me won't marry. Money no day. I postponed it. 6 months. I didn't print card on that. I was waiting. When it was getting to that 6 months, the kind of money I was expecting doesn't come. I postponed again. Of course. Because I don't want to put anybody, I don't want nobody to embarrass me. My wife was doing is it bridal whatever? I gave her a cow. When she was doing a bridal whatever, she gave her shoebi, she gave it to people. We were spending, living happily. He said, they are doing our spinsters this thing. I said, carry one cow. Let them know you are married. They are doing this one, carry this. They are doing that one, take this. When I finished the wedding, I slept well. I wasn't owing anybody. There was nobody to pay. I saw a cartoon. Somebody was getting married and he knelt down the altar and they showed the two shoes. On one leg there was HE, on the other there was LP, help. As he knelt on the altar, they zoomed the shoe. It was a cartoon. One was HE, one was helping. Another word, he was saying, help me. This thing I'm entering now, I need help. Let's not waste. As a matter of fact, with any money you can plan a wedding. There are a lot of things to cut off. I was telling Mama something, we were arguing, she and I. She said she doesn't agree with me. I said, but this is me. if I want to plan a proper wedding, I don't need a bridesmaid. What is she owing? I will owe my gown by myself. Bridesmaid, I will now give her uniform just to be holding something for me. What's the best man doing? To be cleaning my sweat? Give me a handkerchief. I'll clean my sweat by myself. All those little those girls that they call bridal train that will buy a shobi and they won't pay. All of you go home. No shobi for you. I will cut off a lot of things. I will invent it. It will be a new style of wedding. It will be a new style. When you walk in the lane with your bride, they say, what kind of wedding is this? It's a new style. Somebody must start something new. They say no bridal train. Say no, it's a new style. Where's the maids of honor? It's a new style. We just finished. What about food? No food, go home. It's a new style. No food, no money, no money. Have you not seen people who got married and they didn't eat anything? No, but no, they didn't have money. Why would you kill yourself? Public image but private disaster. Some can finish and you give refreshment. Give Captain biscuits and coke. That's what you can do. You are laughing. You see the mentality we have. At the end of the wedding, people have gone home. You collected money and you had this heavy interest rate. Your blood pressure is high. You married a young lady into debt. She's crying. Hallelujah. You don't need, there are certain things we put ourselves under. You say, I have 5 children, that's why I'm staying in a flat. You don't stay in a flat because you have 5 children. You can put 5 children in 2 rooms. Stay in a flat because you can afford it. What do you mean you are staying in a flat? Let all your children sleep in the sitting room, you and your wife sleep in the bedroom. It's the truth. Manage yourself, live in dignity. There are things I couldn't afford, and I didn't kill myself. There were things I knew that my wife needed when we just got married. I couldn't afford it, and I didn't kill myself. She didn't pressure me because she knew I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't buy my wife a new car when we got married. It was second-hand I could buy. And I bought the second-hand cars. I didn't kill myself. I could buy Belgium. What's Belgium? No, the first one I bought was in Belgium. It was Tokumba, Belgium. She didn't bother so long you could carry her. When I could buy brand new, I now bought brand new. Want to impress people? At the end of the day, you are living. You see, this is the mentality people have, and it has ruined them. Go to the US, go to Europe. You see them with small cars. In fact, the first time I was in not South Africa, Germany, I saw wealthy men on bicycles. I said, bicycle. Wealthy men. They were cycling. I got to a shopping mall. I saw bicycles everywhere. I said, what is this? I said, in my country, you use bicycle, you are poor. Except you are going to the farm. You see the mentality? Am I communicating? Sometimes you are moving from Benin. You are moving from somewhere very far. You don't have much money. You enter your car empty. You burn fuel and come here. You burn fuel. And you have some friends who are going to that same program. You can't call them and say, oh boy, how much is your to Benin? They say 1.5. Say bring 800. Bring 800. You from their funds, you fuel yourself. You go back, you didn't bring a dime from your pocket. No, you are blowing empty. You wine all the glasses, you put on AC, you want music. So it's crazy.